Konnichiwa, Japan fans. In today's show, we are going to be talking about value packages. Za eigyo desu. Sore dewa ikimashou. So let's get going. This is the 5th year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku, here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, Japan Presentations Mastery, and now my new book in Japanese, Za Eigyo, is available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive COVID-19. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentation Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 283. Today we're talking about package up value in the sale. Price conversations are a bad thing. Invariably, you are dragged into the mud and blood of comparisons with someone ridiculously cheaper. We get these requests. Send me your price sheet. My ears prick up like a Dobermann when I hear those words because I am mentally getting ready for trouble. I know a couple of things are happening here, none of which are good for me to make this sale happen. The buyer is possibly shopping the deal to get 3 quotes to keep the compliance department happy so that they can award the deal to their already selected and much preferred favorite provider. My job is to be used by the buyer to pony up the necessary paperwork so my rival can get all of the money. Another reason may be so that they can play all of the providers off against each other and fill in the matrix. Along the top, they place the names of the suppliers, and down the left-hand column, they put in the names of the solutions they need. They populate the corresponding cells with the numbers of the respective pricings. The cheapest alternatives are quickly identified. You are too high and then tossed on the scrap heap. Sometimes the buyer will say, just send me the pricing, and you will try to resist. You want to meet them, online or in person, to fully understand what they need. You're doing what you should be doing, but they are not playing ball. They say, send it. My advice, send it and then completely forget about it. The chances of this going anywhere are almost zero, not fully zero, but pretty much indistinguishable from zero. Instead, spend your time finding people who want to share their issues with you so that you can understand if you have a solution for them or not. They will be price focused, and that is natural because they have a spreadsheet somewhere for the P&L. This document has a set of numbers therein which specifies how much they have allotted for the solution. Now, here is the wonderful thing about the P&L. The whole thing's a fiction. Those numbers in those cells can be moved around with the clicking of a mouse and the pressing of a keyboard button. Rather than offer a price, offer a packaged solution. Let me give an example. You notice your competitors are getting revenues from an accommodation business. The target client is advertising the business, but you have no action with them. You've tried contacting someone down the food chain. All they said was, send me the pricing. And they didn't want to meet you. You found the boss's name, but no email address. Being creative, you guess that the person at the bottom of the decision-making hierarchy has an email address which may be standard. What if you insert the boss's name? It might work and get you access to the real decision maker, the maestro of the P&L spreadsheet, who has the authority and means to move those numbers around. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is being brought to you on the 19th of April. 19th of April, we're doing course previews. 21st, 22nd of April, we're doing high-impact presentations. On the 23rd of April, we're doing our professional ongoing education series. 13th of May, we're doing more course previews. Check out our website, www.dale.carnegie.co.jp. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. And they're all available on Amazon. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. And don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. Well, great. They've got the authority, etc., but what are you going to offer them? You have a very desirable audience for their product. So that is a key prerequisite covered off. Rather than offering exposure with a hope of some take-up and some minor sales, you do better than that. Your package is to create a contest where the winners are able to stay in the accommodation as the prize. To enter the contest, the target market audience have to give up their contact details. With their receipt, now there are concrete opportunities for the client to directly market to these highly valuable potential customers who've raised their hand. To make the offer attractive, you give away 5 to 10 accommodation prizes so that target individuals do the mental math and work out they have a pretty good shot of winning and are activated to hand over their contact information. Being in the accommodation business, there are always cases of product which is vacant, so there's only the cost of administration and cleaning to worry about. So a relatively low-cost prize can be secured. The point is, the package is the offer rather than a single solution. We come to the big boss with a well-thought-out strategy for getting more business. The means to get that new business is through the tools you have on offer in the package. The decision to move some numbers around that P&L spreadsheet just got a whole lot easier for the big boss. Send me the prices is a losing proposition. We have to do better than that by responding by navigating our way further up the food chain to the more savvy decision makers who can recognize a great package when they see one. Don't allow yourself to get stuck with people who can only say no and who can't rearrange the P&L expenditures. If this is where you are now, either get to the boss or find another potential client company where you can get in front of the boss. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, please work on your karma and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Use it and go out there and survive. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.